This is a disaster. Hello, all. This is Hawk on Tap
All right.
Podcast.
Just played the whole song.
We almost played the whole song. For some reason, but yeah, a little behind the scenes. So, Sam, I'm doing this all by phone, by the way. It's pretty cool. Sam Wu is one of the most ingenious people of all time. But this,
Brilliant.
because I have fat fingers, as you can see. Look at the digits compared to the tiny little buttons I have to press.
We've offered a dialing wand.
Yes,
We have
Just mash the keypad
With your palm
right now.
And
Anyway,
some-
so,
oh, there it
you know,
goes.
he basically gives me like these smart keys, which I make very dumb, but he gives me smart keys to go through the process. And if you hit one, it's a BITCH to try to get back to
So
smart
now we're not
keys.
swearing.
Dumb people.
Yeah, well, yeah, I guess, yeah, bitch. Anyways, this is Hawk on Tap Podcast. I'm your host, Bill Dean, of course, here with my three co-hosts, Schwim,
Yes.
Steven, Shorts Guy. The episode title was not Screw the Devils. Once again, Sam Wu does not listen to what I write. It was Press Button, Screw the Devils. Like the Screw the Rangers button, or the Screw the Tampa button, or the Screw the Penguins button. Anyways, we're brought to you by Prime Time Radio, courtesy of Mr. Sam Wu. I'm behind the glass, messing it up once again. You can find us on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, Apple and Google Podcasts, Spotify, iHeartRadio. Leave us a 5-star review if you'd be ever so kind. Shorts, Schwim, Steven, what are we drinking?
Who was Schwim had to go first?
Yeah,
Shorts has to
something.
go last, right? You said?
Yes.
I think just people need to go.
All right, somebody go.
I'll go. I'll
Schwim,
go. I'll
what
get
can you
mine out of the way
All right,
because
go Schmidt.
I'm losing my voice, obviously. I'm
that's
drinking a
bad.
sour by Nightmare. It's called Slow Slicing. It's a sour brewed with rice sugar, soured on mandarin oranges, lemongrass, conditioned on yuzu zest, whatever that is.
That
I'm
sounds
pretty sure I've had this
wonderful.
before
Yuzu's
on
a
here.
fruit, right?
Is it?
Yeah, citrus fruit.
It's a citrus
Again,
fruit.
the artwork is out of control. 8.5% sour.
It sounds like
All right.
it sounds like your mic sucks, not your actual voice, but
No,
that
it's
could be
my
your voice
voice.
too. Your voice has always kind of sucked.
Yeah, and now it's like even worse.
Wow, Billy Dean. Hey, just like Max just said in the chat, Billy Dean's a little salty.
A little salty. Why am I
He
salty?
has no
for?
reason to be salty.
Yeah,
His team's doing great.
I'm happy. Listen, see, Shorts Guy even said this was going to happen. The
All right,
title
let's
deal
get
of the
back to
Devils,
beers, then you
and
can
then
go
we'll
on your
talk to the
rampage. Let's get
Rangers.
back to beers. Let's
But
get back
yeah.
to beers.
Yeah, we'll go to beers, and then we'll talk.
Mine's
back.
Why
quick.
am I
I'm
the
right
first
back.
one?
I'm right back to Heady Topper. I got 3 more of these bad boys I got to finish, and they supposedly have a shelf life, so you're supposed to drink them cold and quick.
You
Don't
should
be a
shotgun
D
one.
bag. Recycle this can, okay? Okay.
Yeah,
You
don't
should
Okay.
get
shotgun
That's
one
what
of
they
those beers, Steven.
I don't think I want to shock on it. No,
Oh, well,
I don't.
Shotgunning a heady topper?
yeah. I can think of worse things.
You're supposed to drink
Like
from the can.
sharpening.
Why do I recommend that you drink from the can? Quite simply, to ensure a delightful hop experience. The act of pouring it in a glass smells nice, but it releases the essential hop aromas that we have worked so hard to retain. If you must pour into a glass, you may find that some of the hop resin have settled at the bottom. Oh, okay. I don't know why like their IPA is the only one to drink straight from the can and not in a glass. But
Well,
they're
they do
special.
say, right? Some beers they say to drink from the can, you're supposed to get a better. I don't know, but I don't always think that.
Aromas, yeah. I get it.
Yeah.
I think.
I stink.
All right. I've got another beer from the Christmas series that my brother got. It's the Iron Flamingo Brewery. It's up in Corning, New York. It's a red ale. It's a
Ooh, nice.
4.6% red ale. It says keep cold, which it wasn't cold, but yeah, it should be pretty good. So we'll see how it is. There's my brother again picks out beers cold because he doesn't drink, and cold as in has no idea what he's doing. Some of them are hits, some of them are misses. The best he picked out was the
Blindly
Cascazilla.
picked.
Yeah, just
That's
blindly
actually
picks
that's
beers.
probably even better. You don't even overthink it. You just pick a whole bunch of different styles,
No.
whatever. Unless he happens to pick lactose. And then you throw it
The
out
last
window.
one had lactose in it.
These are
We have
really
a
my
nice,
nieces
you have a
were-
nice little surprise every week. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And my nieces helped to wrap them, and they were so excited to give them to me for Christmas. So that was even better.
That's a nice niece.
2 nice nieces.
Something.
Yes. Nice and red.
Something ain't
I
right
got-
over here.
Uh-oh.
You?
Uh-oh.
Continue.
Shelf life.
All right.
Yep.
The beer's not
BM
nice.
head.
I got you. Oh, we talked about it. She's coming. All right. Quickly, my beer before we have another person in the screen.
And-
There it is.
There she is. Yes.
Yeah.
Hi.
Mortalis.
Hi, Sarah.
It's
Hi.
funny because I literally face the door, and it's a see-through door. If these guys have been in my house, it's a see-through, so I can see basically everything that happens on the side. And all of a sudden, you just see a tiny hand look around because she's trying to be coerced. Yes. Hi. Mortalis Brewing. This is called Hydra, and it is a sour ale brewed with strawberry, peach, and pineapple. And they spelt strawberry SATRWBERRY. So I don't know if that was it's a play.
SATRW.
Star. What?
SATR Satter Wilbury. I don't know if
SAT.
what play on
It's
that
got
is.
to be. Just
See, that is a
typo, I
really
guess.
bad misspelling.
That's very. That's
Yeah, it's
big
not like they
typo.
messed up
Not like
the yeah
one
What's
letter
it
got
called?
shuffled.
I'm gonna look it up on Untapped.
Hydra. Anyways,
King Kadir
Oh,
was
by
a Hydra.
Mortalis. Okay.
oh, that's fantastic. Oh, that's a good beer. And no lactose, Steven. I have one for you.
Nice.
All
Yay.
right, let's get to what's on tap for today's episode. Here's a weekly snapshot. My daughter does not like to go to sleep without parents upstairs. Yeah. So for Max, because he's the one complaining about this, I do not write the podcast titles. That is Mr. Sam Wu. We give suggestions to him, and he likes to go and
suggested it.
edit whatever it feels like. No, but my suggestion was because Shorts Guy was it Shorts Guy or Sam? No, it was Sam. It was Sam in our podcast Tarps Off group text chain. He wrote that the Devils got screwed in. Yep. Can you hear me, by the way?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
We can also hear Tara.
Yeah, I can
Yes,
see
we
it.
can.
In the text thread, he said that the Devils got screwed and they pushed the button. So I did that as a podcast title, and of course, Sam just likes to play with me here.
You gave it ahead of time,
So
too. Like
I
you
really
requested.
could not give a crap about the Devils, although they did lose to the lowly Sharks like us. So you guys are as bad as we are.
So Tampa.
So Tampa.
Yep.
Yeah,
So did
so
Tampa.
And we
So
lost
they're as
Anaheim.
bad as we are too.
Ooh,
Yep,
Yes, so
you
did
guys really
we.
stinky poop.
we're really bad
Um,
right now.
So
And
Shorts Guy,
you guys
I
lost
mean,
to Gibson.
you did
Ugh.
lose to Gibson. Yeah.
Mm.
Yaroslav Askarov is very, very fun to watch. And the Sharks
and also
with
very good.
Celebrini, Will Smith, some of the younger players, give them 3 years, 2-3 years, they're going to be a force in the NHL.
Oh, yeah.
I think
The Shark-
they're going to be very good.
I think not
Shark
next
Tank's gonna be
season,
a-
maybe the season after.
Yeah,
I think you're going to see
2 to 3
them
years.
pushing.
Yeah.
You're going to see them pushing for a
Yeah.
playoff spot potentially.
The Shark Tank's going to
Um,
be a formidable place to go again once they're got their stuff together.
They need a solid D man, like a solid number one.
So I think I had seen this. The 2 of their top prospects are actually defensemen. Sam Dickinson, who
Yeah,
was selected
Dickinson's
11th
awesome.
overall in the last
Yeah.
draft. He's like they're saying that he's Bouchard type, like mobile defenseman, awesome. And then they also have they have Muka Hamadulin, who's done okay in the AHL, not an overly great prospect, but solid. And then they had one other defensive prospect who I saw pretty good. But then they also had the kid Bystedt, who was the 27 pick in 2022 from Sweden. He was just actually in the World Juniors. He's 6'4", and he's a mountain of a human being. So they're going to be very good for quite a while. I think they ranked them as the number 2 pipeline. Obviously, that included Celebrini and Smith in that pipeline. So those 2 have kind of graduated already. But yeah, Sam Dickinson, 6'3", 200 pounds, just awesome high-end caliber defenseman. So we'll see what they have. Obviously, Askarov was in that group. Eklund is still considered a young,
He just came
not
back
prospect,
too.
but just pretty big guy.
Just a young player.
Yep.
I think he's like a
Leo-
Ryan Malone. He's like a Ryan Malone when Crosby was drafted.
Yes. Leo Salin is Wallenius is the defenseman. He's also from Sweden. He was taken 53rd in the 2024 draft, so they expect him to be a top 3 defenseman. Yeah, pretty good. Shorts guy, so you want to elaborate a little bit on your lovely Devils, who apparently the sky is falling to most of you. You guys that Shorts guy follows in the Twitter universe.
Oh no, that's all Facebook. I just
and
logged into Twitter
also
for the first year and a half.
Yeah, all right, sorry.
But-
Shorts guy follows the New York Rangers, feed and Facebook, so everybody knows.
No, I jump into
he's
the group
always
occasionally
posting
just
about
because I want
how-
to see the entertainment. Let's not.
He's
let's,
always
let's
posting
not
about
roast
the
them.
New York Rangers in our
Well,
in our
yeah,
text.
I am because I think Steven and Shrim can attest to this. The posts that they make in there are pretty entertaining, and the
Yeah,
back and
they're
forth is pretty
dreadful.
entertaining. It is
Oh,
that's-
dreadfully
and then-
entertaining.
But yeah, by
So are the
entertaining,
ones that you.
you mean terrible.
Yeah.
It's good for a chuckle, like
It
I
is.
said in our group chat. And then I went in and I saw that one that I shared with you guys yesterday, saying that the Devils should trade Jack for Miller. It's like, are you serious? Trade Jack?
I like
for
that
Miller.
trade.
Yeah, that-
And
Yeah,
there was,
it
yeah, I
works.
know
Casey
you
Miller's
was
and there
like
was
that too.
tons
Oh,
of people
well,
that agreed
heart,
with it.
heart and soul guy.
well, no.
Yeah, heart and
Most
soul
of them
guy.
laughed at it.
Notoriously a
them laughed
cancer in the
at it.
locker room, but he's a heart and soul guy.
Yep,
Yeah.
he shows edge and he
Oh.
hits, so that makes him
Yeah.
big time. Now listen,
Yeah.
I would gladly trade him for Mika Zibanejad because he shows nothing, so I'll take that trade. But I'm not like, oh, let's trade Adam Fox, who I know
franchise
is a
player.
Norris Trophy.
Yeah.
Yeah, for
No, that
for
was just so
me,
so stupid. It was just
it's
so
crazy.
stupid.
Yeah,
So,
that
but
quote was
I wanted to
fantastic.
show that I was even-handed in pointing, things out, which is why I sent that to our group. It's not just the Rangers, but the Rangers group has been because your sky has been falling since November, the worst record since I think November 21st in the league. So your fans are losing their minds, and
I
then
love
just
it.
coincidentally, what a coincidence. Your owner decides to have a dispute, and no one can watch the Rangers on TV anymore. That's how bad they are. Or he wants people to just not be able to see how bad they are on TV. So,
Well, it screws
kinda
everybody,
funny.
right? It screws Devils fans and Islanders fans too.
It screws everyone, yeah. And Sam and I it was just Sam and I alone to our own devices last night on
I
Let's Go
heard.
Devils podcast. So we just talked conspiracy theories, which not for nothing. It's really strange that a company that is at odds with another company is going to give you free money to purchase stuff from the competitor. It just seems so stupid.
Yeah.
But
I
it's
told you
it's
guys way around it, but ain't nobody listening to me.
oh, I have a way around it.
But here
Does
was
the
that
audience wanna know
post.
the way around it?
Yeah, you can go ahead. You might get
Yeah.
kicked off the air,
If
but
you
we can go ahead.
download an app, and free promotion here, download NordVPN, which is just a great program to have. in
Download
general,
any
for-
VPN.
for safety. Any VPN. I'm gonna promote Nord because I have Nord and they're excellent. And what you can do is if you have the ESPN app already, or if you have something like me where I have Verizon, you get ESPN for free with Verizon Unlimited plan. I'm not plugging Verizon because F them.
Mhm.
But
Yep,
thanks for
agreed.
the ESPN Plus. Anyway, so if you have ESPN Plus in your VPN, what you can do is you can connect to an IP address anywhere in the country. So me, for example, I never want to watch a game on the Islanders broadcast ever again in my entire life.
I don't
So
blame
what
you.
I will
I
do,
do not
so
blame
what
you.
I will do is
somebody
I will tell my
retires.
VPN, that I am in Miami, Florida, and stream the game on any broadcast. So I'll watch my Penguins broadcast, even though it says blackout because I'm here in the local network. So if you are in this case where you can't get MSG and you don't want to pay for another app or something, and you already have this NordVPN, which is it's just great to have in general. You can watch all the games. You just choose the other streaming service. Problem solved.
Perfect. Problem solved.
And you can get
Yeah,
NordVPN for like $8 a month or something like that.
And that's not bad. It's the argument and the fighting between billionaires and billionaires is the one, we get screwed in that argument, but it sucks, and a lot of people are definitely admittedly a lot of Devils fans are not missing much by the last 4 games, which they've missed because of this. So But yeah, the Devils are on a bit of a slide. They've got the Kraken tonight. The refereeing has been suspect in the last couple games, and I don't point that out because I'm mad because they're losing. But there's just so many missed calls that just seem. But we've spoken about that with the
It's
officiating
never.
all season long.
Yeah.
It's been
I mean,
terrible.
if you watch all the games, it's not
It's
it's not
consistently terrible.
specific to a single team. And I wouldn't say like I mean, I don't know if anybody's putting money to rig a New Jersey Devils versus San Jose
Yes.
Sharks game out
I
there.
don't think anyone gives a shit.
No, but they're just. But
it's the 47 Devils
They're
fans
terrible.
and then
They're bad.
the seven San Jose Sharks fans. So
yeah, but
Yeah, I
they're
don't
bad.
think
The refs
bad.
are bad, quite bad.
Yeah.
And,
Oh no,
and
they
always.
definitely
And I wouldn't
are
say
bad.
they're consistently bad, but they're like you just kind of never know when
They're
it's
consistently inconsistent. They're consistently inconsistent, is what they are.
Yep.
coming. Yeah.
And it's the inconsistency, I think, with what's considered goaltender interference.
Yeah, I don't know how you
it's-
can. How do you even make that black and white? I don't even know.
It's you can't.
Unless you only have it only goes to Toronto and only the same people are looking at it every time.
That's the
And
only
it's
way you
not
got
up
to
to
do
the
it.
ref.
But
That's the only way.
Yeah.
Because otherwise it's subjective.
It's one of those things to where the one goal that was disallowed because Nason was supposedly goaltender interference with, I can't remember if it was the Kings or if it was the Kings. It was the same exact play that we've had scored against us multiple times, to where we've always been told, oh, your player pushed him into you, so the goal counts.
Mm-hmm.
And it wasn't the case for this one. And it was clearly Nason was pushed into. There was a moment to reset, and it was called again. So it's like it's this consistent inconsistency of the officials that are just it's frustrating.
Too much of a gray area. And I've seen
way too much
blatant goaltender interference called not goaltender
Mhm.
interference. And even so
Oh,
much as it being multiple times in one specific game. And, that's what's most frustrating is that, like, you'll have an officiating crew and you'll see one thing one game, and then you get another officiating crew. The same exact thing happens. You're like, oh, no, this is good because last game this happened. And then it's the
how they
exact
called it,
opposite call.
which is what you would want them to make it, call it the same way, because then you're getting some consistency. But then you do see weird things, like there was the officiating crew that the Canes had against the Devils down in Carolina. The Canes are like 12-0 with that officiating crew. So it's like you see some odd patterns. Whether or not it means anything, I don't know, but a pattern's a pattern. And with them being 12-0 with that particular officiating crew, it's like that's a bit of a pattern right there. If they're seeing that officiating crew that often, I mean, I don't know if the NHL has the officials by region, or if they spread them out everywhere across the. But it seems to be like there's no one. There's no one just kind of sitting there and going, "Hey guys, you are so inconsistent. This is not good." Like it's affecting the product on the ice. None.
There's no accountability for officials, and I know it's a tough job. It's and it's a thankless job.
Tough. Oh yeah, we've all done it. We've all tried.
There does need to be accountability for just egregious missed calls, and even things that are replayed and then still horribly missed.
When they're replayed right in front of you on the screen, and you're like, yes, this is going to go this way, and they call it the complete opposite way, and you're like, what are you watching that's different that's on that 20 by 20 foot screen that I'm looking at right now? What do you see different than I do?
Do you think it would be beneficial if, like, we heard the conversation that they have with the coach?
Yes.
After
they do it
after the
in
call?
Are you talking about what we just saw in the European leagues, where the official now wears a camera and a microphone, which I love that, by the way. We need to see that more often. Yeah. If you're not gonna wear the head cam and wear a microphone, so this way people can watch the all ref.
I don't know if the head cam.
22.
I don't know if the head cam is necessary.
The camera's not.
Well, but
the
it
camera's
kind of sees it. I like the camera because it sees the infraction from their perspective. So if they see on this side that there was a trip that maybe the other camera angle that you're watching from TV doesn't show, it at least shows you what he saw in the moment, which I like. I think that's a very smart thing if they want to go and do that.
I would like to hear the conversation between the refs in Toronto, like they do in rugby.
Yeah.
Hear that
Well,
conversation.
they don't always talk to Toronto. I don't know. I don't even know how often what plays end up going to Toronto or
It's
not.
only review, right?
or whoever,
I think it's
or
just
whatever the
anything
conversation
that they
is,
gotta review.
officials-
maybe.
Like a major review, if they
anything
call
that
it
they review, you
on
should
the
be able
ice,
to
and
hear
then they
that
have to go
conversation.
to review it.
Yeah,
But
you should be able to hear that.
because I don't think goaltender interference is necessarily always. I think it's just whether I think Toronto is just whether or not it like crosses the line. But I think if there's a call, like a goaltender interference type thing, or like a review of a major or something like that, I think that's or offsides. I think that's just the officials looking at it.
House.
Whereas if you're trying to determine whether or not the puck crossed the line, I think that goes to Toronto. I could be wrong, but I think that's what it is. But I would like to hear, like I was telling you, I would like to hear the conversation between, because the official always goes over to the coach and explains either why it was a goal or why it was interference or why it wasn't interference. And I wouldn't mind hearing that conversation. I don't need to hear the coach's rebuttal, but at least the ref's explanation.
Unless it's Tortorella. Unless it's John Tortorella.
You know he's
then
gonna
you know
have a
it's going to be
rebuttal.
entertaining.
Perhaps.
All right, so yeah, I'd like to see the ref cam. I think that'd be something fun, and at least new that people haven't seen. So
Not even
I
just
think-
for penalties, for like goals and shit. See it like from his point of view. I think it's a pretty cool angle.
Yeah, obviously, Joseph was just talking about the Wedgwood one, and
Yeah,
it was not an interference call because the Colorado player pushed him.
Yeah, he
At
launched
least
him into
enacted
him.
the physical contact, and even Jared Bednar said that in his press conference. The reason they were upset was that you could clearly see that the guy was injured, and they did not blow the whistle immediately.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why Jared Bednar was so unhappy. And people say, well, hey, they had the puck, blah blah blah. Well, there's clear instances where the other team will have the puck, and a player is so badly hurt on the other team, whether it be puck to the face or something, that they blow it dead no matter what. And a goalie, yes, he might not be bleeding from his face because he got hit by a puck, but if he sounds like a lower body injury where he might have strained a knee, that's going to put him down and hurt very badly. You clearly see he's hurt, and he should have blown the whistle.
And you have a boy cried wolf instance here. Like the amount of flopping that goaltenders do when they're touched just to get that goaltender interference is also something that, like, if he saw that they just kind of bumped, or it looked like, because if you're watching it live, it doesn't necessarily look like he's definitely hurt. But you see these goaltenders, they get bumped and they're down, and then they're dead. Yeah. And then they're resurrected once the whistle's blown. Which I think if play is stopped, is it a rule? If play is stopped for injury for a goaltender, the goaltender should have to come off.
Goaltenders might not.
They don't have to necessarily.
I think it's just skaters. I know it's for. I'm pretty sure for skaters, but a goaltender has to also. So if you're going to,
I like that rule.
If the play stops because of injury to a goaltender, that goaltender needs to come off.
Yeah, I like it. I like the goal a lot, or that call a lot. So they should make that. Also, how about an embellishment penalty on some of these guys? And I know you guys will say, "Oh, Shesterkin, fine. I don't care. He does everybody. Every goalie sells these calls." So I don't really give a flag F.
He's won multiple Oscars.
He has
his performances.
I just saw. I'm pretty sure it was Vasilevsky. I saw one where he took a major dive, and he barely got touched. So I don't want to hear it from Schwim.
I'd like to see your
guy,
video
Martin
proof of that.
Brodeur was a flopping, fish on a lot of things. So
fish.
A fish.
I thought we weren't your rival. Why do you care so much?
I'm calling out all your goaltenders.
Here we go.
Here we go.
I never said rival. I just said you're flopping fish.
Hello, Marge. How's the family?
Yeah.
Leave me alone. I don't want to talk about it.
Yeah, Nature says, Max says he also flopping like a fish. That was a good one.
Bad.
Yeah,
Well,
Brooke, this is my daughter in the sunglasses. It's the best thing that happened to the podcast.
It's true.
It is
Don't
true.
forget him.
Oh, there he is.
Ooh. Trying to find that.
All right, quickly. Something that we all kind of liked and were rooting for this past weekend. the USA World Juniors team
Yes.
grabbing the gold.
Nice.
Zeev Baum
Back to back.
to
Mhm.
that pass that he made for the game-winning goal
Stiga?
in overtime. Stiga. Yep.
Yeah.
He's a ping
That
pong
pass.
player.
Baum,
Like the game.
by the way, is going to be a very good defenseman. And then you had Cole Hudson, who's the other star defenseman on that team, led the World Juniors in points, the first defenseman ever to do that. He, of course, is with Cole Hudson's with Washington.
I didn't know Lane was American. Also, his brother.
Yeah, he was on last year's team.
Yeah.
I'm surprised Montreal has welcomed him with open arms.
Yeah, he plays offense. Why would they ever want to do that? Hudson is drafted by who was Hudson drafted by again? Oh, Washington. Yeah, I said that. He's unsigned, so hopefully he leaves. And then Baum, who is
He's Minnesota.
very
Minnesota.
very fun to watch. Minnesota. Yeah, they're
That
going to
pass
have.
was incredible.
Mhm.
Yeah, but between Baum and
Granted, it was a great pass.
obviously
Granted, there's
the-
only
That was
three
a
guys
great
out
pass.
there, but still, awesome
Yeah, but
pass.
still, great pass. And
Yeah,
that
there's-
guy's
yeah,
first
real
goal of the
quick.
tournament, you win the gold
Yeah.
medal for your country. That's unbelievable.
Kid doesn't even
and
need
and
an
New York
NHL
Ranger
career.
prospect. New York Ranger prospect Gabe Perreault, 10 points, was awesome. Ryan Leonard was great. He's Washington. And then, of course, the possible number one pick in the draft, which I'm hoping is the New York Rangers as well. But James Higgins was electric with the puck at 5'10" or whatever he is. I'll have the Mites line. I'm okay with that. But, yeah, World Juniors was fantastic. The goalie was great. F Canada. They, everyone's like, just complaining that they got hosed.
Finland's
And
goalie was
he-
friggin' incredible.
Finland's goalie
Yes,
was
he
really
was,
good.
Yeah.
especially-
Was he drafted yet or no?
especially the,
Yeah.
Latvia's.
I don't
I
know.
don't even know his name.
Latvia's goalie may just have had a really good game, but
Yeah, but still.
Finland's goalie definitely
He was
Is that
fantastic.
is it
he's
Rimpinen?
the reason why Finland didn't lose
Yeah,
sooner.
Rimpinen.
Yeah, so Rimpinen was Sardine. She did it. He's I think he's actually draft eligible this year.
This
I
year?
don't
This
see a team
year?
with him.
Okay.
Oh, good.
So his stock.
New
just
Jersey
went up.
Devils.
2025 draft. Yep, top
There you
prospect.
go.
Cool.
Nice.
Yeah, he might be a first round
Devils.
pick. They actually just said.
Could be. Nice.
Perfect.
Yeah, he was awesome.
You can see
Yeah,
him
he
in
played
7
really,
years.
really well.
Yeah, exactly. Stieg, obviously, OT goal was very good between the legs. Yeah, it was a
Yeah.
fun, exciting game, and they played hard. A lot of everybody, all the big analysts were like, Canada messed up themselves to start, and then the refs screwed them in the end. I was like, okay,
Of
whatever.
course. Always the refs.
Oh,
Yep.
Even the guy that closed out the tournament at the end, still had to throw in there that everyone was disappointed about Canada. It's like, just shut
Yeah.
up.
Well, they were
Shut
in
up and
Canada,
give
right?
us their trophy.
Yeah,
I know
Yeah,
they're
they were
in
in
Canada.
Canada.
I know they're
It
in
was in
Ottawa.
Ottawa.
But still, it's like, just shut up and give the U.S. their trophy. I know everyone's upset, but they were even talking about it on the radio today about how, the preparation on the U.S. side seems to be better because of the national team development program. Like they're bringing all of their good young guys together sooner, and there's no one.
Apparently-
They're not beholden. They're not beholden to
Yeah.
like regional, different regional things between the Q and the WHL and all of that stuff. And there's those regional and sectional issues in Canadian hockey that
Yeah.
some people are afraid to step on toes. Whereas the U.S. is like, no, you're all going to be one team, and this is it.
Well, they didn't like the construct of the team from the get-go, where I guess there are people they left off, people that were added that they didn't like.
That's the whole
yeah,
regional
listen, McKenna-
sectional issue.
Gavin McKenna will be the number one draft pick in probably 2 years, and he was awesome in the tournament. You could see as he started getting more and more ice time, he was, one of their best players, if not their best. So Canada is always nasty, and those players will, I'm sure do better back.
They'll be fine.
They're good.
Yeah.
But it's like it's like their national mourning. It's like a week of
Yeah.
national mourning. in Canada
I
because
love
they
when
won.
Canada loses hockey tournaments.
Oh,
I
so
really
do
do,
I.
because the sky falls. It's just what
Oh my
what is
gosh.
wrong with Canadian
To
hockey?
not even
How
medal.
can we fix this?
Yeah,
Not even
it's
make
even
it to a
better.
medal game.
Yeah,
Yeah.
quarterfinal, they
It is.
lost.
It really
Second
is
year in a row.
fantastic.
Yep, they're all losing
And
their minds.
U.S. winning back-to-back, first time in their history of winning back-to-back
Ever,
championships.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love it.
I didn't
Yeah,
realize
it-
Czechia also, that was their second in a row, second bronze.
Yeah, back
in a row.
second
bronze,
bronze.
yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's awesome.
And it's their second time beating Canada too, because they beat them last year, which was a
Who did
big-
US beat?
big
Did they
thing.
beat Slovakia last year? Who'd they beat?
Last year? No, I
Yeah.
think it was Russia. Oh no, it wasn't Russia. It was
No, it wasn't
Sweden,
Russia.
maybe?
Was it Sweden?
That's what I thought it was
I
Sweden.
just saw it. I just saw it too.
Poor
I'll look it up.
Swedes.
You
Hang in
guys
there.
talk. I'll look it up.
But anyways, USA World Hockey Championship. Good for USA. Obviously singing Freebird.
Woohoo.
I love it.
Yeah.
It's a good goal song.
You had Max Domi and his 5K elbow, which that thing. Did you see the clip of him elbowing Garnet
didn't see
Hathaway
it.
after he? So Garnet
Oh,
Hathaway
you
gets
see
in
where
a
he,
fight
like,
with
lands
Brian
on him?
McCabe. No, that was Brian McCabe. So Garnet
okay.
Hathaway gets in a fight with Brian McCabe because Garnet Hathaway kind of went to the goalie. McCabe knocked him to the ground, gave him an elbow on the ground himself. And then Hathaway gets up. He fights. The two of them fight. They get engaged. They get in a fight. And Hathaway just knocks him out. And his head hits the ice, McCabe's. And he had to get helped off the ice. And there's a video of Morgan Riley getting behind him because he actually falls backwards. And they're really worried about McCabe's health. But I guess Hathaway was Domi was not happy with the punch or whatever, and he goes in to hit Hathaway and just clear elbow right to the dome, and then elbows him again after that, and just kept trying to go after him. Max Domi,
Max.
just POS.
Apple tree.
Yep.
And it was
Exactly.
Sweden that we beat. It was Sweden we beat
It was Sweden?
last year.
Okay.
It was Sweden, yeah.
Something cool I wanted to go over, or not cool, but did you see Frank Vetrano's extension? His new contract extension?
Yeah.
saw it. I didn't see the numbers.
528.
3 years,
No,
right?
I didn't
Something
even-
like
Yeah, so 3-year extension, which okay, not bad. He's the first NHL player to defer money. So what he's going to do is he's going to make 4.57. So it's a total deal worth $18 million. It carries an average annual value of 4.57. He's going to receive $3 million in each of the next 3 seasons, as well as another $9 million in deferred salary beginning in 2035. So in 10 years, he gets $9 million over like the course of I think 10 years. When he's going to be out of the league, most likely.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But
So
I guess it's a way for high tax teams like California to kind of get away from salary structures with their cap hits being so high. So they'll get he'll get a cap benefit because he also won't live in California most likely at that time. So pretty interesting. It's something that
So
New York
he'll get $9 million at whatever year that is at that year, or
2035.
say he
I
waits till
think it's spread out
2035, he
over a
gets
couple
$9 million.
years.
is that
Or
a
it's
spread out
guaranteed
over-
payment?
Yeah.
Is that a
It
guaranteed
was,
payment?
yeah, it's guaranteed.
I would hope so.
Yeah, all money is guaranteed in hockey contracts,
I don't think there's any.
unless there's
I
a mutual
had it.
agreement to terminate the contract.
Yeah. Though, if that's and plus at that point with all hope the cap will go up, and this is just like a drop in the bucket. Because so what's the cap implications at the end of that contract though, for the Ducks?
All right, so here it
Did
is.
they say?
18 million extension, $3 million a year in base salary, but then $9 million in deferred salary. Starting 10 years from now in 2035, he's going to make $900,000 a year for 10 years.
Oh,
That's really
Meanwhile, the
That's-
benefits
you know what?
they're at 4.57 AAV instead of $6 million on the deal.
that's pretty smart because
It
it's setting
lowers
your-
the cap
it's
hit
setting
by
you up-
doing that.
It lowers the cap hit.
That seems sketchy. I don't like that.
It's
Circumvent.
legal. Yeah,
How has nobody thought of this by now?
I
It's
don't
not
know.
circumvention if the Lightning don't do it first.
I mean,
So it's
That's
not
true.
circumvention.
you're not getting this money up front, so for the players, it's not a risk because you're still making.
We're starting to
how
slip
many-
real bad in play and in the office.
And in
We
the
have to come up
fleecing,
with this
There we
first.
go.
you
We've got
got to
Tampa
start
talk.
Yeah, seriously, you got to start doing some circumventing and some fleecing.
We need to.
If you think about it though, that's smart for him because he's setting himself up for later in life, so he doesn't have to worry about if he gets hurt over
Yeah.
the next. Let's say he gets hurt this year, next year, like that's still guaranteed
He
money
can't ever
that's
play
going to
again.
come in the door.
Boom.
And he
Yeah.
can't, yeah, it's
One quick thing we did forget about with the USA, David Carl, their coach, 35 years old,
Matt
now
Carl's
has
brother.
He's done more than I have.
two NCAA titles and 2
Yep.
World Juniors golds. This guy
Is he
is going to
actually
be an
related to Matt
NHL head
Carl?
coach. Yeah,
He's
yes,
Matt
his
Carl's
brother.
brother.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
He
They
was
actually
is.
said the
an-
name,
He is.
wrong name. They actually said the wrong name when he went up for his gold
Yeah.
medal.
He is.
I think
He is not. He is not fun in the interviews. He is the
No.
dullest person since friggin' Daryl Sutter when he talks. It's just
But he's,
brutal to listen to him get through one of the little interviews
Uh.
before the game.
Anchorage, Alaska prospect, and obviously one of the hot coaching candidates he was last year. He's going to be even more hot, bigger this
He'll
year.
be coaching
Where does
the-
he?
Of course,
who
he'll
does
probably
he
be
coach?
coaching the Rangers.
Denver.
You would love for him
That's
to be your
right,
coach.
The other Pioneers.
Yeah. Why don't I take him? I actually am excited to see, because I think Laviolette will get fired. I'm excited to see Michael Peck as a coach and see what happens. Because I think he could be,
I like Michael
someone
Peck.
of note. I do.
It's a
What would
shame
they?
he's
What would they
um,
be waiting for?
I just didn't think they wanted to do it so close to the holidays.
I mean, they're over now.
You see
You
your,
really
your
think
boy
Dolan
got
cares about
sent
that?
back down?
Uh-oh.
Rampy?
He's getting in trouble.
Yep.
Yeah.
What was that?
Got
Oh,
sent
yeah,
down.
got sent down because Arthur Kaliev is a New York Ranger,
Yeah.
which I like very
Yep.
much.
Mm.
And it's great. So all the comparisons are Capo Caco. And I'm like, well, makes sense. We just got rid of him, so why not have him back?
He reacquired
so
him
I get to
Capo
without
Caco-
the same
reacquiring him.
place.
Yeah, Capo Caco is a little more pass first, while Kaliev is a shoot first guy. But he's plays physical hockey. Now he's not overly big hitter, but he likes to use his body, power forward, gets down deep. I don't care about it. It's fun. It's a low risk, high reward if he pans out. And good riddance, Matt Rempe. Enjoy AAA.
Oh, your
Yeah.
fan base wants him back.
I'm sure they do. They think that they can. Well, actually, so that's interesting because his 9-game ban in 8 or 9
He's
games.
still got to serve another game, I think.
8.
Yeah, so he will stay in the AHL for a while, then have to be called up to get banned again, and then he can eventually come back. So I like this.
Yeah.
This is fantastic, by the way. They just basically pushed his suspension a couple more games. So good for the Rangers on doing something smart.
And he can actually go and play now. He doesn't have to just sit around and do nothing.
Yes, he can go right to the AHL and play, which I'm sure they
Yeah.
don't mind.
No.
Olmark out week to week. Same thing with Gosses Bear, which 2 guys were having really good seasons. Goaltender for obviously Senators, and then one of the best defensemen for Hurricanes, both on IR. Let's see here. What else you guys want to chat about? Anything you guys on your particular fancy?
Tampa sucks.
Okay, let's go, Shwim.
What grinds your gear, Schwim?
God, I hate them right now.
What
They
grinds
went out to the friggin' West Coast and couldn't beat San Jose or Anaheim. Scored 1 goal in
Join
each
the
game.
club. Join the
Ugh.
club, baby.
They're
Neither
actually
do
playing
we.
like really good defense finally, and now their friggin' offense is dried up.
Yeah,
It's very,
sounds about
very
right.
frustrating. Very frustrating, as Dean would say.
Frustrating.
And Vassy was in net against the Sharks, wasn't he?
He was in all the game, that 3-game road trip. He was in both, except for the Anaheim game.
Not against the Ducks. Yeah, it was.
Yeah,
what's
he
his
was
name?
and he played good. He played good against San Jose. He played really good against LA. And again, 1 goal in each of those games.
Yeah.
Was scored.
I don't know what's really good goaltending. Is that what you said?
What?
Really good goaltending? That's what you said?
Yeah, he was good. He was fine.
No, I just
Who?
I just it's foreign language to me. Really good goaltending. I haven't
The word
Haven't-
"good" in front of goaltending is definitely not. in
Yeah,
Pittsburgh's
I know, yeah.
vocabulary.
words together.
Yeah, no. When
Uh,
your goaltender ends in Jari, it's never good.
I feel like I feel like we've reached a point where like we can't even. It's been so long trying to make this work that we can't even say anything bad about Edmonton anymore, the Penguins fan base,
It's
because
true.
I feel like everybody's tried to address their goaltending problems, and Pittsburgh hasn't at all. Not at all.
Gibson's
Yeah.
available. Gibson's on the left.
that's gonna help.
That
I
would
mean,
be
they need to kind of
They
very
need to call up that
powerful.
kid. Let that kid play.
Mershov's down in
Get that kid
Wheeling
up
on
there.
a 13
I wanna pick him up on
game win
fantasy.
streak. Philip Larson leads the AHL in shutouts and Yoel Blomqvist obviously is doing well also, but Philip Larson has been a really nice surprise down in Wilkes-Barre, and then Mershov's on a 13 game winning streak.
Well,
But here we
Get him
are,
up here.
Nedeljkovic and freaking Tristan Jarry for at least another year after this, if we're going by what their contracts are. Nedeljkovic is through next year. Jarry's got another, I don't even know, my lifetime apparently, and years left of his contract.
well, maybe you can get someone to take him at the trade deadline.
Trade him to Chicago. Maybe they'll take him.
No one's going to take. I don't think any goalie's going at the trade deadline.
Swap
Yeah, I
him.
doubt it.
Swap him.
Deadline,
with
no.
Wait, what do you
Columbus,
mean? Any
They're always
any
in the
goalie?
offseason.
Any goalie anywhere? Or
I
on
don't think any
Pens?
goalie anywhere is going at the deadline. No,
Oh, I think maybe before the deadline, but I think there will be a goalie trade.
maybe before, like soonish, but not at the deadline.
Yeah. Because
No
I
one's
could
gonna
absolutely see the Rangers.
overpay. No one's gonna overpay because everybody overpays the deadline. No one's gonna overpay for a backup
For a
goalie.
goalie. No.
If I was a team that had a good goaltender and needed a solid backup, I'd call the Rangers about Jonathan Quick. I think that he can, in a pinch, do some good things. I think that there's other goalies
if
on bad
needed.
teams that could do the same thing. Yeah, I think someone else.
He's the reason why you've done well this year.
I know it sucks.
I disagree.
He
I think
still-
it was
what- he's-
Domergue
he has
Well,
another.
is why
He still has
you
another
guys
year
done
though,
so
right?
well.
He signed a 2-year
did we?
extension, correct? So he's this year and
Yeah,
next.
I thought he.
He's not a free agent after this year?
I think he is a
don't
free.
think
I thought he signed. I thought he signed a 2-year
I
extension.
think he
not
signed
a
an
one.
extension too.
Well, he signed an original 2-year contract, and then did he re-sign a 1-year? No, he's a
I thought
UFA.
he signed 1 year and then signed a 2.
No.
No, he signed
No,
just
he was
one
2. He signed a 2-year contract to start. Yeah,
Yeah.
so he's a UFA. So
Yeah,
I could
league
definitely
minimum,
see them
yeah.
trading him. You got spicy pork and broccoli, and then you can have one of their
He's
prospects come up and play. Of course he wins though, 6-2.
Yeah. Well, it's Chicago.
You
so
bring this guy up to lose.
temper expectations.
Yeah, it's Chicago.
Yeah,
Horrid.
Did you know that
I love it.
Sergachev, Mikhail Sergachev was just a -10 in 3 games? Did you know
Yes,
Minus
yes, I saw
10.
that.
that? The
And
-10 over
I
a three game span.
Someone was -7 in 2 games. He's actually on my fantasy team. Who was it? It was.
Well, he was -8 in 2 games, and then he was a -2 in the third.
Who was it? I had to either drop the player or I.
Rough.
Yeah, it is rough.
You just picked. I was genuinely curious why I saw your acquisition of Ty Smith.
Well, I had picked him
Ty
because they
Smith's
said
still in
power
the
play.
league?
They said he'd be on the
Still in the
power
league?
play.
Ty
Where?
Smith
Oh,
is on
Elias-
Carolina. Yeah, he's playing.
Yeah, he's on the power play.
Wow.
Yeah.
Jack's buddy. Wow, Domergue's making $775,000. Good for him. More than me.
Oh, Damon Severson was -7 in 2 games. That's what it was.
Daisy Domergue.
Well, next time we talk to Sam, ask him about his thoughts on Damon Severson. That's a name I haven't heard in a while.
I know what his are.
Sam is not a fan.
He loves them. He loves them. What did you guys get for Severson again? Anything impressive? Or?
No, he just left, didn't he? I thought he just left in free agency.
It was a
It was
trade.
a sign and trade, I think. Max in the YouTube chat, I'm sure he'll remember more before I will, but I want to say it was like a sign and trade or something.
It was a sign and trade. Yeah.
Because
You're right. It was a sign and trade.
it maxed him out at 8 years, I think, at that point. So it was definitely a sign and trade, and I forget who we brought. It may have just been picks. Let me look that up real quick. Yeah, it may have just been picks for that one.
I thought it was 7 years because it was like after the 8-year extension period.
Yeah, they got him for a 3rd-round pick.
Maybe.
Yeah, 3rd round. Yeah.
Wow.
Asset management. See, Steven,
Yep.
that's why anything can happen. There are dumb GMs in this league that will do anything.
Apparently
for players.
not. Apparently not, because I have a roster full
You just
of guys
haven't
that
found the right one.
I don't know. I don't
Yeah,
know
it
what's
was-
happening.
It was
You've
a
not found the
sign
right
and
guy
trade.
yet.
Yeah, he signed an 8-year deal with us, and then he was traded.
That's
I
crazy.
can't believe
Okay.
you'd want.
Steven, you'll find the
okay,
right guy
sure.
one day. I promise you. You'll find the right guy one day.
Steven,
You'll
I'm
find love
available.
again.
I hope so.
I'm available to play
I've got one.
for Pittsburgh.
Okay. I
I
thought you
will-
meant you
I
were
will
available
absolutely-
as the right guy for me.
Well, I mean, I'm that too, but I will absolutely go and play for Pittsburgh.
Yes, please.
NHL standings. We're off rails. Eastern Conference.
Of course.
Maple Leafs sitting in number 1 at 54 points ahead of the Panthers and Bruins and the Lightning.
That's wild.
Metro.
The East is
How
the crapshoot right now.
I still don't understand the discrepancy in games played. You have Boston Bruins have played 42 games and are at 45 points. Tampa's played 37. They're 5 off. And
I know. Yeah.
And it's the
not
same
make
with the
sense
Devils.
of it.
The Devils still have 3 games on multiple teams in their own in the Metro Division. It's amazing.
Yeah. I don't
Tampa's
know
going to catch up this month,
haven't.
though. They have so many
I
games
don't know
this
how
month.
it hasn't
They have
balanced
4
out.
back-to-backs.
Yeah.
Something about something about the Devils' schedule coming up. I want to say February we play like 4 times. I know there's the 2-week break, but come February we play almost no games. And I want to say there's other teams that are playing more games during that stretch. But that's when the catch up will happen. But it really should only be like 2 games. Well, you said it was 3, but we also got slammed in October. We had like 16 or 17 games in October. It was stupid.
Yeah.
With what the Devils had with that compact schedule. It's like every other day there was a game. It was just so it was frustrating because
Penguins have 41.
I don't know why.
41, yeah.
Devils have 42.
7
San
games in
Jose-
February.
San Jose, the Devils, Pittsburgh, San Jose, the Devils, and Boston have all played 42. Tampa is 37. Then there's a bunch of teams
They
at
played the
38.
least.
Yeah, of all the teams, yeah. But it's Washington leads the Metro, 39 games played, 55 points, followed by the Devils, and then Carolina. Pittsburgh is in the playoff
Look at
race.
that.
We'll
Right
see
there.
for how long?
Hey, look.
Western
Yeah,
Conference.
there's a lot of games in
they're gonna
hand there.
Yes. Yeah.
And the ones that are right below them.
Winnipeg Jets second in the conference in points overall, second in the league in points overall, 56. Minnesota Wild 54. Dallas at 49, who play the Rangers tomorrow. And then you got Pacific, Vegas Golden Knights, Kings, who are on a 4-game winning streak, and then the Edmonton Oilers. Any team? Vancouver's on a little bit of a slide, especially Patrick Alvin coming
Colorado's
down.
right there with Dallas.
His big team needs to. Colorado's right there with Dallas. Vancouver with the slide. Alvin comes out and talks about Pettersson. He needs to be better. Pettersson comes back out saying he knows he needs to be better. I don't.
Duh.
Something is going to happen with that team. There's going to be a big trade, and I'm excited to see what's going to happen. Quickly,
JT
you
Miller
talk about
for
Colorado.
Jack Hughes, obviously.
Yeah,
Obviously.
I'll take that.
no.
Colorado, Nathan McKinnon becomes the 6th different player in NHL history to record 50 assists in fewer than 40 games in a season. He joins 50 assists in fewer than 40 games in a season. 6th different player joins Bobby Orr, David Savard, Mario Lemieux, Adam Oates, Wayne Gretzky.
Those some good names.
Yeah.
Real good names to be on a list with.
Yep.
That boy good.
He is
Little Nate.
very, very good.
He might win it again. He might win freaking MVP back-to-back.
He could.
Good old Nate Dogg.
Another injury that I saw, the Jared Spurgeon one, who's out 3 weeks. Did you see the slew foot on that guy LaRue?
No.
No.
Just
No.
Oh, the guy
He's
from
going-
Nashville, right?
Yeah, they're both going in
Yeah.
the boards, and you just see him take out Spurgeon's leg, and Spurgeon's leg just goes right into the boards and
Ugh.
turns sideways.
Ugh.
How
Hate that stuff.
Now, did he
you're
get
going
suspended
into
at
the
all or just
board-
fined?
I didn't think he. Actually, I didn't see a suspension.
And did the refs miss that one too?
Probably.
I
missed
don't think.
fucking
I don't
everything.
think there was
Terrible.
actually suspension on that. Correct. Zachary LaRue,
Yeah, there's
it's
got to
3
be an
games.
overhaul of the
3-game ban.
3 games. So so there was
Yeah.
a suspension. I was going to say because there's
He's
got to
got
be an
something.
overhaul
All right.
on the suspension stuff and the officiating. It's someone's going to get seriously hurt, and it's not going to be good.
I also wanted to quickly go over this. So, did you guys see what Team Canada looked like in the World Cup of Hockey in 1996?
Oh my God.
Disgusting.
Yeah, you want to see this nastiness?
It's got to be out of control.
First line, Graves, Messier, Lemieux. Second line, Damphouse, Gretzky, Trevor Linden. Third line, Primo, Lindros, Shanahan. Fourth line, this is the fourth line, Yzerman, Sakic, Fleury.
Jesus Christ. That's
Canada's
ridiculous.
defensive pairings.
Little ball of
Paul
hate.
Coffey, Adam Foote, Scott Stevens, Eric Desjardins, Scott Niedermayer, Eric Cote.
All
Cote.
right. Cote.
Cote, yeah.
And Brodeur, Watt,
goalies.
and Joseph.
I'm sure. Yeah, I didn't put the goalies in there. Just
Waugh
did the lineup,
played. I
but-
think Waugh played the gold medal game, right?
Yes, yeah. That
Would have had to
roster
been Brodeur,
is
Watt, and Joseph.
those forwards are.
The fourth
Well,
line
like,
is
I guess
ridiculous.
Trevor Linden's the one, or Damphouse the ones you look at, but like the other 10 are all Hall of Famers. Very funny.
And U.S. beat him.
U.S. beat him. Yeah,
Mhm.
96 World Cup. Crosby passes Lemieux all time for the Penguins assist leaders. So obviously Sid.
I think we said
No.
it last week, but
also-
we'll say it
yeah,
again.
it was last week. Yeah, we'll say it again. We did say it last week.
Yes, and we'll say
So-
it again.
Why not?
Here's what I found. Goaltenders. Martin Brodeur. Curtis Joseph. Bill Ranford.
In '96,
Really?
Patty Wall
Yeah.
wasn't on that team.
Wow.
No.
Now we know why they
He
lost.
just won the cup. Yeah.
Yeah, he
No.
won the Cup of Colorado that year. Did he
Yeah.
refuse to play,
How was he
or
not on
was
the?
he injured?
Maybe he was
He
too
must
tired.
Maybe he's hurt because
Curtis
I can't imagine
Joseph,
you
Mark
pick Ranford
Temperature.
over Waugh.
Yeah, not willingly at least.
Oh, did you see
Wow.
in the Russia League that guy's cell phone falls out of his pants?
Yeah, he dropped his cell phone while he was freaking playing.
Came out of his pants.
No.
He said that it was an accident, and then when he pulled out his elbow pads, it must have fallen into his pants, and he didn't notice it. So that it was
Yeah,
like
okay.
in the side of his pants, and
know.
it just fell out while he was skating. Very funny.
Yeah, I saw it. That was great.
Devils play 7 in
Billy-
February.
Billy
Short
Ranford.
guy.
Wow. Billy,
Yeah,
we need
Bill
you to
Ranford.
we need you to go in there and just stand up.
I
Don't go
forget
down.
Max.
Make sure you just stand up no matter what.
Got it.
Any shot that
Yeah.
comes at your way, you just gotta stand up and take it, okay? You got it, coach.
Wow.
Couple quick
How
scoring
did-
leaders. McKinnon. What?
Oh, and by the way, here are the alternates: Ed Jovanovski, Jason Arnott, and Eric Daze. Those are your alternates for Team Canada that year.
Okay.
Okay. Not bad.
Yeah, not quite the other names, but yeah, pretty good.
Not Brad.
Marvel Studios is eyeing Keanu Reeves for Ghost Rider. Okay.
Dropping all the news on this podcast.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Non-hockey
it's just
related.
amazing. Non-hockey
I like
related. Yeah, David Carl's resume at 35 is absolutely ridiculous. He is going
Better
to,
than mine.
and everyone's like, "Oh, Chicago, Chicago, Chicago." I'm like, "Yeah, that figures." Everyone wants.
Why would he go to that dumpster fire?
Because they have the best
They
player.
don't, they don't have a roster yet.
I know.
No,
he
they
wouldn't
don't
want to
have
go
a
there.
roster.
He's going to leave when he knows that the team he's going to is going to win championships because this guy has a loaded Denver roster and the prospects that want to go play for Denver. He's just going to keep getting better and better until he can choose. He will pick and choose where he wants to go. And I don't think anyone will have any.
Somebody's gonna back a dump truck full of money into his freaking driveway, no matter what shit team it is, and he's not made of stone, so he's obviously gonna take it. No matter, it could be Chicago, and they offer him a shit ton of money. He'll take it right away.
Probably.
He ain't gonna wait around.
Yeah.
If somebody offers him a
not.
ridiculous amount of money, no matter, the team could be the laughing stock of the
Yeah,
league.
but
He'll go there.
Yeah, someone like
but if you
Chicago
have a
can
good-
afford that.
Absolutely.
That's true.
He'll get a
but
ton of
if you've
money,
got
and
a
he'll
good-
get to coach Bedard. He'll take that in a,
But if
in
you've
a
got
second.
a
I won't
good
even
thing
think about it.
going there in Denver, if you got a good thing going there in Denver, where basically you are calling your own shots, and
Oh, yeah.
you leave,
That would be cool.
like
But again,
your
money.
your lifespan in Chicago.
Well, look at-
agreed, money.
Gone.
Yeah, I know. They're doing this means the money. It's the money. So
Look at somebody like
gone.
look at somebody
He'll be
like
gone.
Dale Hunter though. Dale Hunter, like they were offering him a boatload of money to go from where do you coach? London? Is he still in London?
One. I don't remember.
The London Knights. I don't know if he's still there. I don't know, I don't know if that's the team he coached. But when he came over to Washington, when they fired whoever the coach was at the time, they brought him in for the tail end of the season. He brought him to the playoffs, and then they were eliminated in the playoffs. And then he wouldn't want to come back. He went back to London because he just didn't want it, and he never coached in the NHL again because he just didn't want to. But he also had a long NHL career where he made a lot of money, so
yeah, he's maybe
that ties
older.
into it. So yeah, I don't know, but Carl's got a consistent job there in Denver. Like that's job safety. If he has a family,
and that's
you're there, and he's there for life basically. So, who knows?
Yeah,
who knows?
I don't know.
There was one
why
thing
you would want to leave that security for the carousel that is the coaching in the NHL.
Yeah. So, Steve, Pittsburgh was in Montreal, right? Or Pittsburgh was in Minnesota, I think.
Carolina, the whole Fleury thing.
Oh, Carolina. Yeah. So, Sid snuck into Fleury's hotel room and moved furniture around during the Wild's morning skate. So, in retribution, Fleury stole Sid's equipment bag, put Vaseline on his visor, laced up his skates backwards, and put beef sticks in his jockstrap. I love Fleury.
I love it.
Oh,
I do too.
Fleury's great.
I just love that they have such a close friendship still. I think that's awesome.
When you grow up together like that, it would.
I forgot that Uzbekistan, but
it would be like any of us, playing on a different team, but we'd still be really close friends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put beef sticks in your guys' jock straps next time I'm in the locker room.
9:00. But quickly, Taves, Kane, Kopitar, Crosby have won a combined 11 Stanley Cups after they turned 30. They have won a combined 1 playoff round.
Oof, Jesus.
That is very
That would be
tough.
Spanish, no bueno.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right. You guys got anything else before we call it a night? Because I know some people have to go do hockey night.
Yep. No, just want Devils to turn it around.
2017. Really?
I think Sid's the only team. Sid's the only guy to win a playoff round.
Yeah.
The other guys have not. Kopitar has not won anything, and neither have obviously Taves and Kane.
Since they turned 30?
Yeah.
I don't think Sid has.
Oh, Sid has not won a playoff round since turning 30?
Since 30? I don't know that he has.
Oh shit! So then who won it? Was that? I don't think it was Chicago, was it?
Said Kane, Taves, Crosby, and who?
Kane won one?
Kopitar.
It's got to be Kopitar.
Yeah, I don't think because they
LA?
kept losing in the
Probably.
first round for like 3 years straight.
I don't know. I have to look at that because
I'll
I'm
look
pretty
it up.
sure.
It's interesting.
Yeah, we got to look that up
It's-
next time.
My beer, very good.
Is it true about
It could have been.
Taves possibly making a comeback?
Yes, yeah, that was a rumor.
Yeah, he's talking about it.
That's always been a thing.
He'd
I'd
be
like to
good
see
for
it.
third,
Chicago
fourth
back
line
in.
center.
Yeah, why
Yeah.
not? I'd like the same.
But just be defensively responsible. 4-5.
4.0, delicious.
This is really good beer.
This
With
was
your
okay.
fake strawberries
7.5.
spelled wrong?
Yeah. Hetty's solid. 4,
Always.
4.25, whatever
Nice.
I give it. I don't know. It's excellent.
Jim, take her home.
Oh, yeah, I ain't doing shit lately, so I have a quote from Jerry Seinfeld. I'm so busy doing nothing that the idea of doing anything, which as you know always leads to something, cuts into my nothing and then forces me to have to drop everything.
Okay.